Good morning. Tuesday, the day before Christmas. What are you feeling right now? For me, I'm feeling very blessed. I woke up this morning with a thought. I was questioning myself as I woke up after I gave thanks for another opportunity to follow in what it is I'm supposed to be doing, to walk out my steps. I gave thanks. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for where I am right now in this point of my journey. And then the word came up, success. Since I was young, since I started my journey in this little town that I am now, success was something that I looked at when I got into my teenage years. I looked because at the point of that time on my journey, I started looking at what people, where they were in life. Yeah, when I say my teenage, maybe a little bit younger, I was probably 9, 10. I started observing other families. I started observing people who maybe had more and did have more. And then I looked at those who had less. There was many times at this stage in my life where I thought I was odd because I was looking at things that most at my time, at my age, were not looking at. Most were looking at just being little, young, having fun. I had those moments also, but at the same time I was looking, I was observing. I was looking at other families. I was looking at how their interaction between family members. I was looking at how parents treated kids. I was looking at, I found that I was looking to see the secret of love. That just hit me right now. Early on, I was looking to see if I could find the secret. Now, how that was to me was by watching and observing others and their interactions with their families and just their interactions with other souls, how they interacted, how they responded to how they did. And at that time, it seems that was where I was formulating my ideas of success. Now, I'm using the word success because I think that's what I'm going to title this, because that's the word I woke up with. But what is success? You know, for the biggest part of my life, I listened to what society described as success. And that is the accumulation, the drive, the push for the things, the cars, the income, the houses, just the toys. The recognition by others that you have succeeded through the means of which you've acquired much. I am now seeing that success for me has changed. I think it always, now I gotta be honest, because there was a long part of my journey where I was driven to reach that pinnacle of success. I was driven. I fell into that. And that was part of me that I realized it was something that I was trying to heal within inside of me, which was that that emotion of lack, not enough. To be recognized by your actions and the things that you do, the things that you've done, the things that you've acquired, whether or not you were successful. But now, I know that success for me is not based on what has been accumulated. It is, what have you done? Are you out helping people? Do you have love in your life? Do you find joy in the movements in which you make your everyday? Do you find a sense of accomplishment by doing things that are out of your norm? I'm in a position now where I've had to face most of my deepest fears, which was lack, again, at a later stage of my life. I'm coming through that. But this is all part of the healing process that each individual on their own journey will have to face. And when you face these things, when you face your fears, the fears of things that have yet to be healed in you, you will find that in the process of facing them, you will have a choice of you either heal, figure out where the wound is, and then start healing yourself. Okay, how do you heal yourself? Think about that. Now, if you had an open wound which you could see on your skin, the first thing you're going to do is put some kind of antiseptic on, clean antiseptic, and then cover it. And watch over it to make sure it doesn't get infected. But now, if this wound is on the inside, something that is done to you emotionally, something that you've gone through, some kind of a trauma, mostly these things are gone unseen. Mostly these issues are not something that you can describe. You can ask for help as easy as it is when you have an open wound on the outside of your body. But does that mean you can't heal your own self? So the emotional healing comes from first acknowledging that there is something that needs work, something that needs to be healed. And so for me, there's been many things. And the last couple of years, it's been because of another person coming in and basically putting almost like jumper cables, the paddles that you would find a doctor or a caregiver in the hospital would give you if your heart stopped. And all the healing all the hurts, all the open wounds that I had inside came rushing up. And I had no clue how and what that was until being around a couple people that started pointing things out to me, that these are issues, these are things that were yet to be healed in me, and there were still open wounds that were probably infected. Emotional wounds that were, a word said, they brought out things in me. Hurts as if it had just been. And so, becoming aware and noticing, I soon found the answer to my healing was to go back and figure out where these things happened. And once done, I realized that the healing process in me began, and that's where I started to heal and work on myself. So I went back, and I found most of them. Now I've still got probably some more to go, but this is the process. This is what we do. This is where healings begin, and this is where we have the power to heal ourselves. So once you recognize, once you acknowledge, then you go back and you start disassembling, patching up, healing the open wounds that are inside of us. A lot of times it's just forgiveness, whether it's forgiving someone or forgiving ourselves. And now you ask, how do you know if you're healed? So remember the moments in which someone might have said X to you, and that when they said X, you responded emotionally in a way that was very disturbing, because it was as if they went inside you and ripped you apart with words. Now the healing process happens in you when you hear the words, but the effect is not the same anymore. It's like, oh, all right. This is when you know you're in and have accomplished some healing. So now Success to me now is once you go down this road of healing your own self, once you start fixing and taking care of things that have been left untaken care of your life during this life of yours, you will start noticing things in a different way. Things will no longer affect you, or they will not affect you as they did. You will be able to look at life and hear things. You'll be able to hear answers being given to you from the requests that you send out to God and the universe. You will start looking at life completely different. I'm only saying this because this is where I'm at now on my journey. Yes, can things be said to me? Yes. Do I still have some lows in my day where I'm an empath, so there's moments where I feel others' energies, and if they're strong enough, sometimes I can feel it and not understand where it's coming from. I also feel other people in ways that I feel their emotions, and not people that are close to me. And so I have those moments, but now I understand what they are. So success to me now has changed drastically. I now look at people, and I'm around people now who are doing things. Yes, they still make money. They still do the things that society looks at as being successful, but they're doing them in a way to where they find joy and happiness. And in the process of them finding their own joy and happiness and doing the things that they do, they give off the energy of joy and happiness. And this is where you create an environment around you that just breeds, to me, now I'm going to use the same word, success, around you, but the success as I see it is the success of joy and happiness. And it's a higher energy in which you push out around you and it comes back to you. Now just imagine combining that with your everyday life. Just living in that higher vibration to where you push out joy and love and peace. And that's what comes back to you. Now create a business model like that, and then to me, that's the epitome of success. So maybe I'm kind of going backwards a little bit, but I believe that we can accomplish both, but we don't have to push so hard to be successful in the way that society sees us or considers successful. What if you just were, and you created such an energy around you that success just happens? And it happens because of your energy and how you see things. Success. What is it? Success to me, again, and I'm going to finish this up, is when at the end of the day, you know you've done something positive in the world. Success is when people around you feel your energy and they feel your love. Success is helping others. And at the end of the day, you close your eyes and you give thanks for those things that are around you, the people that you've come in contact with, the people you might have helped. And for most, we don't even Most will never know the impact that they have on others in their day-to-day walk. You won't. So make it a point to do something positive. The day before Christmas, we're closing down the century. Things are about to change in such a way, it's just my whole vibration is changing, and it's getting even higher because I know what's in store. Because I'm getting appetizers, I'm getting little tidbits, and it's like I'm close. And I know there's others out there right now. You're very close. So now is the time not to give up. Success is right around the corner for you. Yes, I know you heard it before. But no, you're closer now than you've ever been. So, if this resonates, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and you can follow me on YouTube. I have my own channel. You can subscribe, like, whatever you're called to. If you want to ask questions, if you want to talk, send me a message. Be awesome. Be love, always. And until next time.